Dana White Contender Series Season 9, Week 4 takes place tomorrow night. So it's time for my picks. You know how it goes. I'm 13-2 on this season so far. We're looking to keep that going. First fight of the night, Tommy McMillan versus David Magoyan. And listen, I don't want to get into their records too much because I think both of them have very padded records against suboptimal opponents. But listen, Magoyan's kind of undersized. The guy he just fought looked like a 135-pounder, and McMillan is actually kind of big for the 155-pound division. I see Magoyan losing this fight because of his size, and he's just too young. I think McMillan is going to find a submission sometime in this fight. In the second round, I'm going to say, get the underdog odds of McMillan while you can. Moving on, Ho versus Chapolin. I'm going to go with Henrique Chapolin here. Ho got knocked out pretty terribly last year by Loner Kavanaugh on the Contender Series. He was out for minutes. I think he got stretchered out. Chapolin has been knocking dudes out pretty badly on the regional scene. And Ho, he's only collected one win since that knockout loss. I don't know. I think he's a sacrificial lamb in this slot. And I think Chapolin is going to find a round 1 KO. The next fight, Mandel Nalo versus Samuel Silva, is the next fight on this card. And I'm actually going with Mandel Nalo. I think he's a bit more well-rounded. He's not afraid to go for some clinch work and knees in the clinch. He's not afraid to take a strike to give one back. He's at a 3-inch reach advantage here over Silva. And you can get pretty juicy underdog odds, nearly 2-1. I like that a lot. I'm going to take Nalo to win this fight by a KO within the first 2 rounds. The next fight, Theo Haig versus Cezary Oleksiejczuk. Cezary Oleksiejczuk is the clear pick here. Theo Haig is 6-0, undefeated. He started training, or started fighting, should I say, in 2020. Cezary's been fighting since 2014. Way more experience. This is Mikhail Oleksiejczuk's younger brother. I didn't say that yet, but he's way more well-rounded than Theo Haig. Theo Haig's only submitting people, and you see it all the time. A guy with only submissions comes in and he gets shown levels. You know, they got around their game off, and I think Cezary Oleksiejczuk is way more well-rounded than Theo Haig. I'm going to say Cezary finds a TKO win in the second or third round. And the main event, Jack Congdon versus Jean-Paul Lebesnayani. Probably said that wrong. Jean-Paul is getting set up to get a submission win here, I think. Jack Congdon's, his only loss is a submission. You can't find reach on this dude. You can't find height. You can't find what he weighed in his last fight. That's all red flags to me. And Jean-Paul, this dude, looks like a killer, has a good record, looks good in the cage, and I think he's getting set up here. We've seen it before on Contender Series. Some of these guys don't belong. I don't think Jack Congdon belongs, and I think Jean-Paul's getting him out in the first or second round with a submission. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to have the UFC Paris picks up soon.